a million logical reasons why we shouldn't have moved here, right? Like why we shouldn't be doing this. This house was something that felt so right for both of us. So you have to sometimes take a leap and be willing to take a risk because it feels right and you just know it's gonna be a good fit for you, even if it doesn't make sense in your head.
My name is Lindsey Foster von Calvin.
My name is Paul Foster von Calvin.
This kind of happened like really unexpectedly. We have been talking for a while about moving out of the city. I find city life really busy and frustrating, so we definitely wanted to get away from that.
There was a period of my life where I was very resistant to change, very afraid of uncertainty, afraid of failure. Eventually that came almost at the expense of our marriage. I think I would have been consumed by like, it's too much uncertainty. What if it doesn't work? What if it's like a financial failure for us? I was actually surprised. Once we moved here, I realized how much of an emotional toll the city was taking on us. And there's actually like a little bit of a buoyancy out here. And, you know, despite the amount of like work that we've taken on, there's somewhat of a weightlessness to it.
It's so beautiful here. Everything is so beautiful. In the summer, like the wind's blowing and the grass is just like moving with the wind, and then you have the big blue sky and then all the trees around. Like, there's so much life here.
It's really present, or it forces you to be really present, which is something I've struggled with a lot before. You're just kind of moving through life and spending a lot of time thinking about the future or the past, but I think the most surprising thing and the most like fulfilling thing is just every morning or evening when you're out there, you're present with what's happening around you, and it's that's been the biggest surprise and what I probably love the most. So our greenhouse and property is really like it's a big kitchen garden on steroids. So we're trying to grow as much produce, the things that we like to eat, as possible. We're trying to cover, you know, everything from potatoes, carrots, onions, beans, lots of peppers, lots of tomatoes, lots of lettuce, and then trying new things as we go.
All the animals on the property are really kind of integral to the sustainability of the property. So the ducks eat bugs, so they keep down populations of slugs, which destroy your crops. We have kittens. We have 3 adorable kittens that are so friendly, so they're playing with the people all the time. But the kittens are working too. Like, the kittens are part of the sustainability too. So part of having a farm and lots of animals is that you kind of open yourself up to like a lot more love, right? Like, you love the kittens, they're adorable, you play with them, you love the cats, and then one day one disappears. I'm gonna cry. It's really heartbreaking because they're kind of like part of your family, even though they're like, you know, they live outside in the barn, but like you see them every day and you feed them and they rely on you. But I think it's part of living a big life is like, when you live a full life, you open yourself up to a lot of possibility for love and connection and like wonderful experiences. But the flip side of that is that you also open yourself up to pain because, yeah, it's hard to lose animals. Yeah.
I don't really care how necessarily we're or I'm remembered. I think the biggest thing for me would be, I hope our kids take a little bit of this example. Like, it's not too late in life to try new things or move towards something that's going to be more fulfilling towards you. And no matter how scary that might be or how many unknowns there might be. Like, I hope that they see that it's just like, hey, like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know you could kind of move away from a very, you know, by the book
Cookie cutter life.
life.